Test, test, test. Test, test.
All right, game number 4. It's the CCH Stormhawks versus the Edina Hornets. Stormhawks in white, Edina in green and black, not their traditional jerseys. But as they start the face-off, picked up by Zeltinger, Nutter, Kleva, and McNabb out there to start. Edina's going to dump it in deep. It's going to be picked up by Avon in the corner. He's going to get pinched off of it. Edina's got 2 men foretaking. They don't have an F3 high, but they got one right in front. Take the shot. Wimsted's going to be a net start today. And Edina's controlling it right off the gun. Finally, the Stormhawks are able to get a little bit of movement. Nab up to Nutter. Nutter's going to go wide. He gets it swept away from him, but it goes deep into the Hornets' end. Edina's going to skate it back. Going to try to get through a couple of defenders. Can't get by to break. Lindell's going to pick it up. Edina's going to push it through. Heinz is there to push him off. Break's going to get to Brandt. Brandt's going to go wide. The official gets in the way. It'll be offsides. Face off again. Edina D to D. Intercepted by Nickel. Nickel's going to dump it off the boards. Picked up by Tabrake. Tabrake's going to get it to Heinz. Heinz is going to backhand it down. It comes to Nickel right up front. Shot right there. Brandt's up for the rebound. Goalie makes a save. Back to the high point. Dreyer has it. Can't control it 100%. He's able to scoop it. Dreyer walks in. Down low to Brandt. He's checked off of it. Nickel is there. He's going to grab the puck. Down low. Into the corner it goes. Kicks around to the side. Nickel is there. It's going to be pushed out to the neutral zone where Thorpe gathers control and going to dump it in right on net. And everyone goes for a change. And it's going to be icing on Edina as they missed the home run pass. And at 12:39, it's still 0-0. Inside Edina zone to the glove side. Face off is kicked to the corner. Edina controls. They try to get it out. Kept in by Zeltinger. He bats it down low. In the corners, a little battle. Olin Van's there. He's going to be the first one to the puck. Rotunda's in the high slot. Both Vans are battling down low, adding a good forecheck. Edina skates it out into the neutral zone and just dumps it in. Edina has it behind the net. They try and center it right out front. They did. Little save by Webstead there as it got kicked to the side. Avon has the puck. He's going to skate it. He's going to go wide, dump it down into the zone. And a couple are going to go for a change. To break, you're going to step up. He's going to go to Nutter. Nutter's got to break in the slot. He goes behind the net. Nutter back to the point to Lindell. Lindell back to Nutter. Nutter able to get it to the slot. Gets it over to break. Takes a shot. Right on. Rebound right there. It's going to be skipped up high into the neutral zone where the Stormhawks regroup. Down low it goes. McNabb is there to offer a body check. Edina is having a hard time getting it out of their zone here, at least through the neutral zone without a dumping. Anytime they skate it, Clava's he's got Nutter on the side. He goes wide, unable to get a pass over. Excuse me, that was McNabb. Unable to get the pass over. Down low, McNabb's going to chase behind the net. Nutter's there, offers good body contact, good for him. Intercepted by Thorpe. Thorpe keeps it down low. And Edina's having a hard time getting it out of their zone. And now the only way they did is with an icing, and it'll go right back down there. So at 10:23, Stormhawks have turned it from the first shift and kept it in Edina's zone. They're having a hard time breaking it out. 0-0, Stormhawks in white, Edina in dark. Face off one, back to the point to Dreyer. Dreyer walks, takes a shot off the face mask, Shot again, rebound right there, and it's covered up. So 2 shots off the face-off, one by Dreyer and one by Thorpe. Face-off down low. Edina goes to the point, tries to get it out. It's out into the neutral zone. Nichols there. He's going to pick it up. He's going to go to the D. He's going to get it to Brandt. Brandt's going to go down low. It's going to be picked up by Nickel in the slot. Right there. Shot just wide. Heinz was there as well. Down low it goes. Brandt has it. He gets battled, gets knocked down. Picked up by Nickel. You got Heinz in the slot. Just pushes it wide back to the point. Thorpe has it, takes 1 shot. Misses it. There's the rebound right there. Heinz off the side of the net. Back out to the point again. Thorpe has it. Into the corner it goes. Brandt's there and pushes it down deep. Good forecheck, good power. Out to Brandt. Brandt up front. Can't get the shot. Heinz was there to rub him off. Edina doesn't know what to do at this point. Thorpe gets it over to Nickel. Nickel take a shot. Save, rebound, kick to the corner. Comes back up front. Brandt to Heinz, and there it is. Great play. What a forecheck on that. And the Stormhawks were able to put it in just from hard work of pinching the sides and not letting Edina do anything. I believe Nickel was able to get it out into the slot. I don't know if anyone else touched it. Heinz able to put it in and puts the Stormhawks up 1-0 at 9:02. Face off goes. Edina's going to get it and dump it down deep and out of the zone. Out of play. It should be a center ice. Face off center ice. Rotunda's there. Draw is won by the Stormhawk. Going to be picked up by Blake Van. He's going to dump it in, and they're going to forecheck. Into the corner it goes. Van is there. Back to the point. Ammon, a shot just wide of the net. Goes to the boards. Blake Van's there. He goes back to the D. But Edina picks it up in the neutral zone, and he's off sides at 8:33 as they enter the zone. Face off inside, Stormhawks outside the Stormhawk zone. Edina wins the draw back to the point. They try to get it to the wing, and it's going to be kicked up. Van blows a tire. Edina has it, tries to hit their center. They're able to hit the center. They come into the zone. It's a 2-on-2. Shot right on Webstead. He covers up. There'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawk zone to Webstead's glove side. Face-off, one controlled by the Stormhawks. He's going to be run around it to break. He's going to hit McNabb. McNabb's going to go for, tried to get Nutter, but it was blocked by the defense, the shin pads. They'll be offsides. As the Edina player was unable to clear the zone before he entered. Face off won by Edina, dumped down low. It's going to go behind Webstead. Lindell is there. He's pinched on the boards but escapes. They're going to get it out. McNabb's going to get it. He's got time. He's going to go all the way deep. Rings it around. Tabreak's going to be there. He's going to push it behind the net. Back to McNabb. They kept it in the zone. Oh, Lindell tries to backhand it in, but off the skate. He retreats to the neutral zone. Nutter gets it. Gets bumped a little bit. Clava's there along with McNabb as they chase the Edina Hornet down low. Into the neutral zone it goes, and Lindell's going to get it. Clava's going to get it. They're going to dump it in and get a switch. Clava still controls around the perimeter, dumps it low. He goes for his switch. McNabb gets it, rings it along the boards. Out to the point to Hines. Hines tries to get it to McNabb. McNabb backhand right on. Puck was still loose, never actually covered. But they blow the whistle, and there'll be a face-off inside the zone. Face-off blocker side. Nichols, Hines, Brandt, Thorpe, and Dreyer out there. Edina breaks it out. Through the neutral zone he goes. Brandt back checks. Causes some chaos. Hines has got a race for it. Hines is going to win this. Oh, they just got a stick on it. Hines was trying. Nickel is there to rub the Edina Hornet off the boards to Thorpe. Gets it back up to Hines. And Edina's going to come back into the zone. It's going to be picked up by Dreyer, who rings it. To Brandt. Brandt's going to chip it by. He's going to hit it over to Hines. In the corner it goes. Brandt is there along with Nickel. Edina's going to come back into the neutral zone. They regroup. Over to Hines. Hines going to chip it in. And they need to get off too, get the next line out there. Keep the speed going. Zaltinger's there. He has control. Reverses directions up the boards to Olin Van. He can't quite handle it. Neutral zone. Blake Van chases. Gets it off his skate. And now Edina comes back with an odd man rush. Played to the outside. Shot on Webstead. Totally wide. Now Blake Van has it. It's a one-on-one with Rotunda coming down too. Van drives it right over him. I don't know who got the better of that. As it comes back into the Stormhawk zone at 5 minutes. Zaltinger goes behind the net over to Avon. Avon's going to ring it around again. Try to get it out of the zone. It's going to be picked up by Van. And it's going to be offsides at 4:47. 4:46 for the first period. Stormhawks lead 1-0. Edina gets it, goes D to D inside their zone. Lindell's there at the point. He's going to lose it. It's a one-on-one. Lindell's back checking. Nice job by Tabrake. Take the body, ride him out, not allowing a shot. Nav gets it, just push it up the board right to the defense. On the boards, Nav's got time this time. He's going to hit Nutter in the slot. Nutter just can't control it. Clava gets it, dumps it down deep behind the net. McNabb gets it. Now Clava has it in the corner. They're controlling it. He drops it to McNabb. McNabb tries to center it out to Heinz. Spins around, jump down low. On the boards it goes. Lindell is there to pinch. All of a sudden McNabb gets it. He dumps it in deep. He goes for a change. Nicholas down low along with Heinz. It's going to come right to Brandt, the slot. Brandt takes a shot, puts it in the upper corner. So a mistake by Edina. Fed Brandt right in the slot. He skated around the D and went upper corner. And that puts the Stormhawks up 2-0 at 3:32. So face-off center ice. Draw is won by the Stormhawks, intercepted by Edina, shot on Webstead, goes around the net. Heinz is going to pick it up on the boards. He's going to get it up to Nickel. Nickel is going to cross the center ice, gets it slapped away. Into the zone, Edina goes. Heinz is there to ring it around the boards again. And they just got to get back in their position. Edina has it right out front. It went off a Nickel stick, skipped a stick, sat in the slot, and the Edina guy just turned and slapped it. Edina's on the board, beating Webstead low on the ground. And that puts Edina, gives them a little life for not having much going this period at 3:01. It puts them on the board with 1. Face off center ice. Rotunda's there. Draw is controlled by Edina. Allen has it. Crosses it goes. Molenvan's going to get it out. Tried to hit the center. Rotunda's right there. I don't think Rotunda knew where the puck went in front as he was confronted by the Edina player. Over to Blake Van on the boards. Plays it down low, and it's going to be icing by Edina at 2:22. Down inside Edina's zone, it'll be a face-off to the blocker side of the goaltender. Clava, McNabb, Nutter out there along with Lindell and Tabrick. The Edina center gets kicked out. Face-off is controlled by Edina. They push it up to the wing. And he's just going to dump it in deep behind Webstead. Lindell is there. Polk checks at it. Picked up by Tabrick. Tabrick's fans on the pass. Is pushed into the corner. Edina's got 3 guys in front. Finally, Lindell gets it. He's going to hit McNabb in the slot. He's going in. He's got 2 men to beat. He's ridden off. Edina comes back the other way. He comes in on Tabrick. Tabrick guides him to the side along with Nutter. They got a guy high in the slot. It's taken care of. Nutter fans on it. Edina. In the corner, goes back to the point. Shot. Oh, tipped by Tabrick. Webstead did a nice job. Tabrick tried to stop it, and he tipped it. Another save by Webstead. Pad save. And now Edina's getting a little life here in the last 3 minutes of the period. And finally, it's covered up by Webstead at 1:14. Nickel on the draw, wins the draw deep to Thorpe. Thorpe's going to ring it around. Heinz gets a piece of it. It comes back out to the neutral zone. Grant's going to pick it from him. He's going to go low. He's ridden off, and he goes by him. He gets knocked down, but there's 2 of them there. Nickel is there along with Brandt. Nickel comes out of there with it. Over to Brandt. Brandt's out, tried to center it out front to Heinz. Intercepted by Edina. Played off the boards. Thorpe is there. Cotton, Heinz escaped. And finally knocked down low behind Webstead. Webstead's going to get it to Brandt. Brandt gets driven off. Dreyer has it. He's going to change directions. Heinz is going to bank it off the boards. Tries to get it up to Nickel. It's outside the zone. Edina comes through. Body contact there by Heinz, and now it's by Nichols. And Edina guy falls, picked up by Nichols. Oh, that could have been a big break, and it's going to be offsides as the period ends, with the Stormhawks leading 2-1. Started the second period. Stormhawks had 2-1 in the Edina traditional tournament, classic, whatever. And Edina starts out with an ice at 14:50. Stormhawks, I would say, dominated the first period with high pressure forechecking. Edina got a few shots. One that went on Webstead was in the slot, uncovered on a missed pass or missed clearing opportunity. Pinch along the boards by Avon. Avon's going to come back, and Avon's going to take him out, and they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call a bench. They're going to call a bench minor. They didn't call the penalty on Avon. They're going to call a bench minor. Heinz is going to serve it. Is that Arnold that got it? We'll listen. Should still be 5 on 5. 5 on 5. They just have to sit a guy. And they don't. It's a 5 on 4. Edina's on the power play. Too many men on the ice, they said. Were we even switching? I didn't think so. Anyhow, Edina's on the power play. Chask and Chan doing their standard box. They get it out to the point of Edina's shot right on Webstead. He's able to put it in. Snuck by on the right side, and Edina tied the game at 2-2. Shot from the point with lots of traffic in front. That ties the game at 14:05. Face off won by Edina. Goes D-D. That's going to be icing on Edina. That'll be a face off down in the Edina zone at 13:55. Blocker side of the Edina goaltender. Rotunda on the draw. Edina wins the draw. They push it deep. They get it to their wing. Wing hits the center as they come down on the D. Takes a shot. Webstead with the pad save. Kick to the corner. Olin Van's going to get it. He's going to pass it behind Blake Van. And Lindell's going to dump it down deep. Down low it goes. Olin Van's there along with Blake Van. He comes to the center slot. Edina's going to step it back out and come down. Pushes it on Lindell. Lindell is able to keep it out of the zone. It's pushed out into the neutral zone. Dumped down into the corner. Tabrake's going to get it. He's going to push it up. It's behind Van and Rotunda. Step back just a hair. And into the corner, Edina is going to skate it out. Banked along the boards with Nabs there. Lindell's going to get it. He's going to get it up to Nutter. Nutter's trying to chip it out of the zone. Unsuccessful. Finally, gained by Lindell, and he's going to be tripped. And the Stormhawks are going to go on the power play at 12:35 for 2 minutes. Face off inside the zone of the Hornets. Love side. Play that center along with McNabb and Nutter on the sides. Draw is won by the Hornets. It's taken out. Hornets trying to get it. Down to Kleva. Kleva back to Nutter. It's intercepted. Held in at the point. Shot. Goes to the corner. McNabb's got to chase for it. He gains control. Dumps it to Kleva, and they just can't get set up as Edina keeps getting it, but they can't clear the zone with it. So Edina banks it off the boards, and that's going to be icing at 12:01. Minute 26 remain on the power play opportunity. Let's see if they can set something up. No shots so far in the second period. Brandt at center. Face-off is caught in the feet of Brandt, but kicks back to Avon. Avon over to Nickel. Nickel back to Avon. Avon tries to get a shot off the shin pads of the forward, and Edina pushes it down. Nickel is there to gain control. Brandt overskates it and is dumped down behind Wimstead, where Edina is the first one there. Zeltinger's there. Chip to Hines. Hines gets dropped. They can't seem to set anything up. Nickel gets it. He's going to at least bring it in the zone to set it up. Now he's got some time. He goes to break. There's Zeltinger on the side. That's blocked. High to Avon at the point. Over to Nickel. Nickel gets pushed down, and he gets pushed out. And it's going to be on Webstead. And they got to move it. It took too long. Avon's got it. He's going to dump it in deep. It's going to ring around. They got to keep it in. Heinz has got to be the first one there. Brandt's going to have it down low. He's trying to get it out to Nickel. Heinz is there. Shot by Lindell. Brandt's in front, screening. Nickel on the side. Nickel's down low. He gets it to Brandt. Brandt's going to get it to Nickel. Nickel back high. Outside, power plays over. Shot, tipped. Puck is right out in front. Again, kept in at the point. And shot out where Edina gets it. And Lindell chases it back. Stormhawks got to get going. Brandt lays a little body check there. Edina comes out over there, down low. They're looking for the guy in the slot. They can't get to him. And this line's been out there too long, too. Comes back out into the neutral zone. And banked back in. Lindell has it. Tries to stick handle at the blue line. Gets it knocked away. And Jabreak is there. Now it's bounced off the boards. Van gets it and dumps it in deep. Yeah, that line was out there way too long. Edina tries to break it out. It's still in the zone. And then it's just short as one of the Vans got stuck before it was batted back in. 9:19. Edina has a little life. Stormhawks got to put their foot on the gas where they left off. Rotunda on the draw. Controlled by Edina. Edina hits the guy. It's a 2-on-1 on Thorpe. He's going to take the shot. Webstead makes the save. Pushed up. Thorpe has it. Thorpe's going to go wide. He's got the guy kind of beat. Backhands it on front. Rotunda takes the shot. Thorpe chipped it. Rotunda was in the slot. Got it caught a little in his feet. Spun around. And that's kind of how Edina got their first one. Found it and slapped it and put it lower corner. That puts the Stormhawks up 3-2 at 8:56. Face off center ice. Let's see if this gives him a jolt. Dreyer has it. Dreyer tries to cross it. Intercepted by Edina. Van drives him off the puck. Rotunda's there. Rotunda get his pick. Edina comes back into the zone. They try to center. It's right there. Webstead makes a great save as Thorpe took out the pole. But it was right in the slot, and Webstead made the save. So face off inside the zone. Face off out to the point of Edina, shot right on Webstead. He's going to cover up for another face off to his blocker side. Clave on the draw, loses draw. He walks right to the slot. Nice save by Webstead to get a blocker on that. Edina's kind of controlling. They got to start taking the body again. Shot wide of Webstead. Edina knocks it down low. Ammon has it. He pushes it behind the net to his D partner. Zeltinger loses it. It's pushed back down low again. He gets it to Nutter at the wing. Nutter across it to Clava. In traffic, they're going to hit it up to McNabb. Neither one of them took the puck. Both of them skated right by it. And now Edina's got a 4-on-2. They have one in the slot. Clava's able to get a stick on that. Edina has it in the slot, takes a shot right on Webstead. And that was the ugly shifts. Gotta get the momentum back here. Edina's starting to move the puck, find people in the alley. 7:26. Stormhawks had 3-2. Face off inside the Stormhawk zone. Nickel wins the draw. It's rung around. Heinz is going to get it. He's going to chip it out. Chip it towards the defense, but not out. He's going to get it to Brandt. Brandt's coming wide. He's going to go wide. He tries to get through the defense. Can't get through. And Edina breaks it out. Nichols is chasing. Down low it goes. Edina in the slot. No one's there. Takes a shot. Blocked by Lundell's shin pads. Oh, high to Heinz. Brandt's going to try and get through it. Heinz is there. Oh, he misses it. Edina is trying to move it around. Intercepted by Nickel. Nickel has it. He's going to go in. They got a 3-on-2. Nickel goes wide. Rings it around. It's going to be kept in by Dreyer. Dreyer throws it low. Brandt's going to pick it up. He banks it off the back of the net for Nichols. Right outside to Heinz. Heinz going to take a shot. Doesn't make it to the goalie. And this line's got to get off. Dump back down deep. Behind the net it goes. Edina's going to try and break it out, and they do. It's pushed all the way down behind the Stormhawks zone. DeBrake has it. He's going to get it to Van. Van tries to chip in. Edina's moving the puck. Going side to side, back to D. And it's pushed out to the neutral zone where Rotunda's going to get it. He's going to, he goes right in front, centers it right in front. Puck is loose. Saved by Webstead in the big pad, out to the point. Shot. And I don't know how that one didn't go in because I saw a net there. It deflected and went up into the netting. And at 5:23, Stormhawks still lead 3-2. Face off inside the zone. Controlled by the Stormhawks. Thorpe fanned on the pass. Edina still has control. Out to the point it goes. Over to the wing, and they push it down low. Didn't have a shot. Out high it goes. Shot intercepted by the defense. Thorpe's going to get it over to Van. Olin Van's going to go. He's going to dump it into the corner. Rotunda's there. He gets a stick on it. Edina comes out. Van is there to intercept. Shot right on Webstead. Puck is loose. Picked up behind the net and pushed back out into the neutral zone. Edina goes far side to the wing. They got the guy. He comes in on Webstead. Takes a shot off the crossbar. It's out in front. Dreyer's able to chip it out. And this one will be icing at 4:16. Why have we gone away from short shift? Yes? Face off inside the zone. 4:16 on the clock. Edina pushes it to the corner. Pushes it to the other corner. Out to the point. Again, the shot is wide of Webstead. Another shot. Doesn't quite make it to the net. Nutter's going to get a piece of it. He's going to push it across to McNabb. McNabb's got a one-on-one. He's looking for someone. Goes wide. Tried to hit Clava in the slot. Unsuccessful. Nutter picks it up. He's got McNabb. Can't quite get the pass to him. At least there's a little bit of a forecheck now. Edina's having a hard time getting it out. Edina finally able to hit their center on the breakout. Comes into the slot. He goes to the corner. He's ridden off. It's going to be pushed along the boards. McNabb's going to flip it out into the neutral zone. Boy, Nickel chases. Puck is still loose. Edina's going to come down a 2-on-2. Drops it in the slot. Saved by Webstead. Another save by Webstead. He's going to try and get Brandt on the fly. Brandt's going to race for it. And Hines just missed, or Zeltinger just missed that pass. And at 2:49, it's icing on the Stormhawks. Inside the zone. Lindell gets it. Oh, it takes a funny bounce off the wall. Back it goes. In the slot. Shot. Webstead. Stick save. Kick to the corner. Puck is loose in the slot. Webstead kick save. Nice job by him. They got to get it out. And it finally comes out of the zone. We're swinging a little sticks. We got to put swinging sticks here. Comes through. Someone's got to get on that. Nickel is there. He's going to bring it up the center. It doesn't leave the zone. Lindell's got Brandt up there. Brandt's got it. It's a 2-on-1. Over. Nice pass over to Hines. Brandt went right, pulled the goaltender over, slid it over to Hines, and was able to feed him. That puts the Stormhawks up 4-2 at 1:49. Boy, for some sloppy play, they got to break out of there. So that gives a little breathing room after a dismal play of the second period, minute 49 of the second period, see if they can finish out. Edina controls. He comes into the zone, takes a fan on it. It's going to be picked up by Thorpe. Thorpe's going to skate it up. Got bumped a few times, lost his balance. Olin Van's there. He's going to bank it around. Blake Van's going to chase. He's going to back to the point. Thorpe misses the net. Rings around. To the center it goes. Dreyer's there to chip it away. In the neutral zone, Dreyer's going to have it. He's going to look far side for Blake Van. Doesn't quite get it, but Van's chasing. He's challenging that defenseman. And out into the neutral zone, the Stormhawks regroup. Over to Olin Van, and Blake Van just got caught a little bit too low and couldn't get out of the zone. It'll be a face-off outside Edina's zone at 55 seconds. Face off, neutral zone. Edina's defense gets it. He's going to try and get it. Chips it up. It's going to go into the Stormhawk zone. Zeltinger, nice job. Just pin him up. Over to McNabb. McNabb chips it to Nutter. Nutter is going to dump it down deep. Off the backboards. It jumped a little bit out front. McNabb's there. He's going to add some contact. Abbins there along with Zeltinger. Zeltinger has it. And they're going to dump it down deep again behind the goaltender of the Hornets. Played along the boards. They can't get it out. McNabb is there. He's controlling. Edina's finally able to chip it out. They got a guy on the far side. Abbins got to gain some ground. Takes it, able to poke it away. Nutter has it. There's 1 second left, and that's going to end the period with the score 4-2 in favor of the Stormhawks. Third period, Stormhawks up 4-2, 15 minutes on the clock. Center ice face-off, nickel on the draw, controlled by Edina. They get it back to their defense and hit their wing on the side, who dumps it down deep. It's going to be the first one there, though. Lindell is able to get at least a stick on it. Brandt chips it up to Lindell. Lindell gets it to Nickel. Nickel tries to go through the center. Oh, somehow he comes out of there with it. He gets a shot. He had Heinz on the side. And maybe they took our advice about 30-second chips. Face off inside the zone. Rotunda on the draw. Tied up. No one has control. Finally pushed down low. Rotunda's there. Out to the point it goes. Lindell gets it. Shot just wide of the net. DeBrake gets it. He's trying to dump it down low. Intercepted by Van. Played along the boards. DeBrake's going to pinch again. Gets a piece to Rotunda. Rotunda's going to take. Oh, he takes the backhand. Just pushes it wide. He was able to skate out in the slot. Back to the point again. And there's a shot right on the goaltender. And he's going to glove it up. Keep the pressure on them. Don't let them get out of the zone. That'll be the key to winning this period and winning the game. Face off inside. Kleva bats it forward. Edina chases. The D gets it, but it's going to be intercepted by McNabb, who slaps at it. The battle going down there. McNabb comes out of there with it. Centers it to Nutter in the slot. Nutter pushes one. It was a pad save, just pushed to the corner. McNabb offering a little bit of resistance along with Nutter. Out to the point it goes. It's going to be pushed back down low. McNabb has it. He's going to push it even lower. And actually, I think it went off the netting. Something. So inside the zone again. 13-34. Stormhawks had 4-2. Nickel on the draw. Comes out to the point. Edina's able to get it out. And they dump it down deep. It's going to go behind Webstead, but Avin's going to be there. Brandt's going to try and get it. He overskates or underskated it, one or the other. Not quite sure. They center it right out front. Ooh, tip just wide of Webstead. Don't know where the defense was. Nickel has it. He's going to try and go through everyone. Brandt gets it. He gets it back up to Nichols. Nichols going to go high to the defense, and they're going to call it offsides. Is it that? Like, he pulls everyone in, the defense can take everyone that's in the middle. Face off outside the zone. Edina controls, they go D to D, and they miss it. And he's going to call no icing, even though it went through. Edina has it in the corner. Takes a shot off of Lindell's shin pads and up into the net. 12:46. And it'll be a face off to the glove side of Webstead. Face off is kicked to the corner. Edina moves it up high. Shot right on Webstead. Rebound right there, but it's picked up by DeBrake. As he skates it. He passes once, tries again, and Edina gets it. And they're going to come in. They got at least a rush to try to get it by Lindell. He does a nice job of blocking it with his leg, but Edina still controls, gets it up high to the slot. Tipped once, tipped twice, off the net. Or off target of the net, I should say. Rotunda's going to get it. He's going to look for some room. He's going to reverse directions, get it to DeBrake. DeBrake's going to get it to Van. Van's going to get it over to Rotunda, and they're going to break it out and dump it down into the zone. The forecheck off the net of Edina. They're in there. Ridden to the board. There's one body contact. There's two body contact. Comes right out front. Webstead with the pad save. Off the Van. It's going to go to the Blake Van. Blake Van, I think, ran out of gas. He's going to go off for a shift change. And it's going to be dumped down. Nutter there. Dreyer's behind. Dreyer makes a move to avoid one. Gets it to Nutter. Nutter's going to dump it in deep. In the forecheck, they need one guy high, though. They got three low. Nutter retreats to the F3 position. McNabb down low battling. They're going to try and hit the wing. They miss in the neutral zone in the Stormhawks. Thorpe pushes it down, tipped by Nutter into the zone. Clavis going to be the first one there, or almost the first one there. And it's going to be still kept into the zone. 10:51 as the clock ticks. Intercepted by Kleba. Out front to McNabb. And I don't know if Kleba stole it or if he lost it, but he's able to pinch it tight to the net and hit McNabb on the far side to put it in, and that's 5-2 at 10:45 of the third period. The forecheck has caused Edina some problems today. Face off at center ice. Heinz is there, or Nickel is there. Edina's going to get it, dump it low behind Webstead. Abbott overskates it. Edina gets it. Tries to center it. Zeltinger's there. He's going to bank it off the boards. And that's going to be an icing. Didn't get the right angle on that one. 10:28. 5-2 in favor of the Stormhawks. Face off. Edina finally gets control. It was a little scramble there. In the corner goes. Zeltinger's there to battle along with Nickel. They hit a guy in the slot, takes a shot above the net. High above Webstead. They got a guy in the slot again. They get it to the point. And it's pushed out. Brandt's going to chase. He blows an edge. And now they got to push it to break. Push it fly. Webstead, he was able to beat to break. Got in, got a shot. Webstead made the save. And at 9:50, there'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawk zone again. Face-off, kick to the point. Edina takes a shot. It was going wide, but Webstead assisted him using his blocker to get it out. Blake Van, body contact, that's what we'd like to see. At least that's what I like to see. Edina takes a shot off the crossbar. It was there if it was on target. Webstead's going to cover it up and get another face-off. So that's 2 off the crossbar for Edina so far that I'm aware of. Face-off blocker side. Puck is loose, gathered by Lindell. Lindell's going to ring it around. Van's going to try and get it out. It's pushed back deep. Edina's defense goes way low to pinch. To break gets it. And he's going to bank it off the boards, and it's going to roll. They're going to say no icing. So you got one forechecker in Rotunda and another one in Olin Van. They're looking for that crossing lane. It's not there. Lindell's got to get there. Gets it up to Blake Van. Blake Van's got his 2 in front of him. He's got 3 in front of him. Gets it to break. To break just spins. Rebound right there. Into the corner goes. Rotunda down low to Olin Van. Back to Lindahl. Lindahl can't quite get it. He gets beat. Little gas, takes a shot. It's going wide, but Webstead makes the save at 8:29. Same thing with the D when they're gassed. They got to get off. Play at center. Draw is won by Edina. Push back to the point. It's going to stay in the zone. Dreyer's going to get a piece of it. He's got 2 guys on him, 3 guys on him. Shot, Webstead, upper body block. Thorpe is there. He's going to ring it, but there's no wing there yet. Down low, Edina's playing two-man forechecking. They're not worried about the F3 at this point because they need some goals. Edina gets it centered out front, just kicked wide of the net. Thorpe again pushes it up the boards, over to the other point. It goes. Shot. The guy was able to tip it in. And it changed directions. It looked like it was going down when it went through the net. on Wimstead, and Edina gets on the board with their third goal of the game at 7:50. Sunrise face off. Nickel out there with Brant Heinz. Played along the boards. Edina comes in. It's a 2-on-2. The fans on the shot. Zeltinger's there. Got to look for that puck. Evans there to cause some chaos. Edina somehow comes out, and we're going on a penalty kill here at 7:24 on a slash by Aben, or a trip. Slash on Aben. So the Stormhawks just got to push it deep constantly. Face off to the boards, back to the point. I think Edina's won about 90% of the face-off. Shot, Wimstead, bad save. Right out front, he's going to cover it up. Face off again. Puck is hit over to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to try and get it out. Guys, they just can't get it out of the zone. Edina has it. They skates a slot off the face mask of Wimstead. And his mask fell off, and that's an automatic whistle. Safety concerns. Not like the back in the old days where they played without masks. Does he? Puck is dropped to break. And it's going to be flipped out of the. Edina's still able to hold the zone. Edina skates to the slot, takes a shot, kick save right there. Minute 17 on the power play, still for Edina. They circle the perimeter. Drops it to the point. Back, takes a shot, able to put it up the corner. And Edina's back on them within this game, 5-4 at 6:27. They've had 3 power play goals, I think, at this point. Or at least 2. So the Stormhawks got to pick up their game again, 5-4. They still lead at 6:27. Puck is dropped. The guy dumps it in deep. Thorpe is there to chase. Can't get up to Nutter. Nutter's going to go to McNabb. McNabb's going to skate it up. Clava trails, takes a shot. It's going to go blocker save. Down low, into the corner it goes. Edina's still there. They're going to chip it out into the neutral zone. Thorpe's going to chase. Not in front. Shot. Thorpe lost it, got a shot on Wimstead. Puck is loose behind the net. No one seems to want it at this point. It's rung along the boards. It's still kept in. Shot right on Wimstead. Puck is skipped up over the net. Net was open there. And Edina's got the momentum here for sure. 5:30 in the game, third period. Able to keep it in. Finally, it's pushed out. It's going to be iced by the Stormhawks at 5:20. Face off is nickel. Draw is won by the Stormhawks. Gets kicked right back to the point. Shot wide of Wimstead. Down low, Zeltinger's there. He reverses directions. He's going to go high to Brandt. Brandt's going to look. He gets it to Heinz. It's behind him. They had a break. Evans there. He's going to look over to Brandt. Brandt's going to do some moves. He's going to get it down low. Right down low, Nickel and Heinz are there. They're just going to keep tying them up. Edina reverses directions, trying to get out. Off the skate, it goes right into the slot. Heinz is there. He's going to take a shot. One of them's got to be high. Down low it goes. Into the corner. Edina's going to try and break it out. Oh, they get a one off the skate. And then they lose it. Over to Nickel. Nickel's going to come down. He's going to go wide. They got to go get a shift change here. Blake Van's down there. He gets taken out from behind. No call. Olin Van misses one. Rotunda misses one. Edina comes through, and they're offsides at 3:52 of the third. Rotunda on the draw. Draw is gathered by Edina. They take shot wide of Wimstead. Van is there along with Lindell. Two Hornets in the corner. The Hornets aren't worried about giving up a goal at all. They're not playing anyone high. Blake Van's going to chase. Blake Van causes enough chaos. Gets it out front. Puck is loose. And Edina just chips it out of the zone. Break's got time. He's going to bank it off the boards to Blake Van. Off the boards again. Lindell has time. In the corner he goes. Over to Tabrake. Tabrake tries to get it up to Olin Van. Back to Tabrake. Tabrake's able to do some stick handling. He gets it picked, but Lindell's there to pick up the slack. Olin Van gets it at least out of the zone. Out into the neutral zone it goes. Edina's able to hit the guy in the slot, takes a shot, and puts it up the corner. And a meltdown by the Stormhawks at this end, and it's 5-5 at 2:44. So Stormhawks got to pick it up. 2:44, tie game. All the momentum's been Edina in the third. Picked up by McNabb. McNabb's going to dump it in deep. Clava's going to forecheck along with Nutter. Down low. I don't know when the last shot has been by the Stormhawks. Picked off by Nutter. And it's offsides just barely. We're at 2:22 of the third. Face off, won by Edina. They go far side to the wing. They're able to hit him. He's going to come through. Stopped by Wimstead. He's going to get it up to Clava. It's a 2-on-1. Clava's got another. He's going to slide it over. Tries to get it, and they're going to call a penalty. Wow. They're going to call a penalty on Edina, and the Stormhawks will go on the power play for almost the remainder of the game. So let's see what the Stormhawks can do here. I don't know why they want to. They haven't talked the entire tournament to coaches. Why now? So face off inside Edina zone. Referee explains to the coach. Clave on the draw. Let's see if he can win the draw here. Draw is batted down low. And they're going to call us for a hooking makeup call. And McNabb's going to go to the box. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the remainder of the game. Just about the remainder of the game. Score is 5-5. 2 minutes left on the clock. Edina wins the draw back. Shot. Gavin gets it. He's going to chip it out. Clave's going to be the first one there. Oh, just misses it. Minute 42 on the clock. Gathered by Evan. Evan chips it off the board. He's going to skate down. He needs to keep the pressure on someone. Play it along the boards. Nutter is there. Nutter's forechecking. Good job by him. Edina's going to start to skate it out. Minute 18 in the game. They hit the guy in the slot, take a shot, high of Wimstead. Oh, they got to play the body. He walks right around them. Takes a shot. Wimstead makes a great save. Edina's going to get a pick on it. Edina reverses direction, comes right back in. It's a 1-on-2. Lindell is there. He's trying to skate through. He's going to get it up to Heinz. It's played down low. Edina's going to dump it in deep. Behind Webstead it goes. Lindell is going to grab it. He's got time. He's going to go far side to Tabrake. Tabrake's going to carry it up. He goes wide. Tries to center it. Puck is behind the net. 10 seconds remaining. Nichols has it. Can go to the point. Shot right there. Close save. Rebound loose. And there'll be a face-off inside the zone with 3.8 seconds left.
How's her? 2 seconds after how's that work?
Face-off is pushed to the side, and Edina's just going to try and tie it up. As they have the momentum, and they'll go to some kind of overtime, not sure what. 4-on-4 maybe? All right, we're in overtime, the fourth period, 5-5 game between the Stormhawks and the Hornets. 5-minute overtime, 4-on-4. Each team will defend their own net. Face off out there. Edina's going to try and skate it. It's going to be picked by Nickel. Nickel's going to get to caught in his foot. Going to take a shot. Not good. Heinz is there for a rebound shot. Didn't get anything on that. The puck's going to chip up. Thorpe is there. Thorpe fans on it. Oh, he lives it in the slot. There it goes. Now they got numbers. Heinz is going down. Tries that shot right there. And into the net they go. Good opportunity there. And they're going to call it outside the zone. Looks like Rotunda and Brandt out there along with Zeltinger and Aben. 4-on-4. Rotunda is forechecking, cause them to lose the puck or at least move it. Push to the side. Gotta take the body. Edina comes through. Unable to get a shot. It's 4-on-4. Someone's got to help him out. Not the Edina guy. Pushed along the boards. Rotunda's there. Played in at the point. Again, played at the point. Rotunda's there. He's going to try and push it out. Gets it to Brandt. Brandt tries to stick handle around him. Can't get it. Puck is going to be pushed up. Play the body, guys. Edina comes through. Zeltinger finally, a good body check. Aben gets it. He's going to skate it up. He's going to lose it on the official. Banked off the boards. Out in the neutral zone it goes. Edina has it. They're going to try and get it through. They're going to be offsides if they go in. Zeltinger's there. He loses it. There's a big stick battle. Brandt's got to get in there. He comes to the house. Shot, spin around. Shot off the crossbar. You got to get off. Lindell gives it. He's got Van up ahead. Oh, he can't quite handle the shot, but it's not icing. Olin Van's down there to battle. 2 minutes remaining in the overtime period as Edina is going to push it all the way down. It's a 2-on-1. Tries to get a shot up high. Jumps right in the slot. Webstead's right there to make the save. It's pushed to the side. Webstead's going to make the save at 1:42. Running time. Clave on the draw, gets it to Thorpe. Thorpe's being battled. It's a 2-on-1 pretty much. Dreyer's going to get it. He's going to get it up to Nutter. Nutter's going to get it up to Clave. He can't handle it cleanly. Edina reverses directions. Gets it over where no one is. 1 minute remaining. Thorpe has it. He goes over to Dreyer. Dreyer back to Nutter. He can't get it. Edina passes it just right up in front, takes a shot. And Webstead's going to make the save. As the clock continues to run, 40 seconds remaining. Time for a quick break. Zeltinger gets it. He's got McNabb on this side. And gets it to Nickel. Nickel goes wide. Nickel has the point to Aben. Over to Nickel. Nickel tries to get it, takes a backhand jab up there. 10 seconds remaining. Edina's going to regroup. They're going to try and get one last shot. And they're going to go to a shootout, I'm assuming. Not the way we wanted to end this one. 5-5 tie after 4 periods. Net. Edina's going to shoot first. And Edina's going to shoot first. He's going to come in. He goes bench side. Comes in on Webstead. Takes a shot high above the net. At the backhand, flipped it up above. It looks like nickel for the Stormhawks. Nickel comes down. He comes straight down the ice a little bit. Come right in, takes a shot off the pad. It's still 0-0. Edina's second shot here, number 36. As he comes down, he's going to go crowd side, pretty much straight down the middle. Comes through, takes a shot, and pushes it wide. Webstead got a piece of that, bumped it wide. And it's still 0. It's up to Kleva here to put one in. Kleva comes center ice. Comes crowd side. He's going to come through. Comes right to the middle. Makes a shot, and the goaltender goes to the backhand, and the goaltender made a save. Didn't get much distance between that one. And both goaltenders haven't allowed a goal yet. Edina's up for their third skater. As he comes down, he comes bench side, comes through, tries to get it, lost an edge and put it off the side of the net, and it looks like Nutter will be the last skater for the Stormhawks. Really haven't seen a good shot from anyone out of all our takers yet, or at least an open shot, I should say. Wyatt Nutter is going to come down. He's a lefty. Comes down through. takes a shot and he pushes it wide. And now they're going to go to sudden death, 1-1. So this is the fourth skater for Edina. He comes down on Webstead. He's ready to center ice, comes through, takes a shot, and saved by Webstead. And McNabb's going to go out there. See if McNabb can win this for him. I believe this is sudden death from here on out. And Hold McNabb's going to come down. Comes in with a little bit of speed. Comes through and he puts it in. And Hold McNabb's going to win the game on a sudden death shootout. And the Stormhawks are going to advance over Edina after kind of dropping a lead. But again, they went in the shootout 6-5 over Edina and advance to the championship game here in a little bit.